AI coding tools promise to make you a 10 times developer overnight, but what they don't tell you about could literally destroy your career. Now, I'm going to show you all the hidden dangers of AI vibe coding that nobody talks about, and how one simple mistake cost a developer their 120k job. Now stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to protect yourself. Hey everyone, so welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, we talk about web development, online sharing, and everything in between. Now, before we dive in, I want to be clear, AI coding tools are incredible. They've revolutionized how we build software, but there's a dark side that's creating serious problems for developers at every level. Now, today we're exposing the ugly truths about AI vibe coding. Those moments when you just prompt your way through a project without really understanding what's happening under the hood. Now, let's start with some numbers. Over 70% of developers now use AI coding assistants. GitHub Copilot alone has millions of users, and here's the scary part. Most of them are doing what I call vibe coding. Now, vibe coding is when you rely so heavily on AI that you stop thinking critically about the code it generates. You just vibe with whatever ChatGPT or Copilot spits out. And look, I get it. It feels amazing when AI writes perfect, saves tons of time, but here's what's really happening behind the scenes. Now, the first major risk is security vulnerabilities. AI models were trained on millions of lines of code from the internet. And guess what? A lot of that code is terrible. Now, look at this component AI generated for me. It works, sure, but it's doing multiple things, it has no error handling, and it uses depreciated methods. Now, in 6 months, this becomes a nightmare to maintain. I've seen production apps with AI-generated authentication systems that were basically Swiss cheese. One company I consulted for had their entire customer database compromised because they trusted AI-generated backend code without proper review. Now, here's the thing, AI doesn't understand context. It doesn't know that your app may handle sensitive financial data, it just generates code that looks right. Now, the second risk is you're creating a technical debt monster. AI loves to solve immediate problems, but it doesn't think about maintainability. Now, here's a real example from a startup I worked with. They built their entire MVP using AI-generated code. The launch went great, users loved it, but when they decided to add features or fix bugs, they realized nobody understood how anything worked. They ended up spending 8 months and $200,000 completely rewriting their codebase because the AI-generated foundation was unmaintainable. Now, the problem is AI optimizes for working now, not working forever. It doesn't follow your team's conventions, it doesn't consider your existing architecture, and it definitely doesn't think about the developer who will maintain the code next year. But here's the scariest risk. Your skills are atrophying without you realizing it. I call this the calculator effect. Remember when teachers said that you wouldn't always have a calculator in your pocket? Well, now we do, and most people can't do basic math without one. Now, the same thing is happening with coding skills. When AI writes all of your functions, handles all your logic, and solves all your bugs, you stop learning the fundamentals. I've interviewed hundreds of developers in the past year, and ones heavily relying on AI for 6+ months showed measurably weaker problem-solving skills. They could prompt AI effectively, but couldn't debug when AI fouled them. Now, here's the real scenario. Your AI tool goes down during a critical production issue. Could you fix the bug? Can you still write the feature? If you've been vibe coding for months, the answer might be terrifying. And in job interviews, they're not going to let you use ChatGPT to solve your coding challenges. Now, let me tell you about that developer I mentioned in the intro who lost their 120k job. Sarah was a front-end developer at a fintech company. Smart, experienced, but she started relying heavily on AI to speed up her work. It did make sense, she was shipping features faster than ever, but when the team did a code review for a major release, they found her AI-generated components had accessibility violations, performance issues, and didn't follow the company's security standards. The kicker, when they asked her to explain her code decisions, she couldn't. She had been vibe coding for so long that she didn't actually understand what she'd shipped. Company lost trust, Sarah lost her job, and it took her 8 months to find a new position because word spread in the local tech community. Okay, so AI coding is dangerous and we should all go back to writing everything from scratch, right? Wrong. AI is incredibly powerful when used correctly. Here's my framework for safe AI coding. It's just a 4-step framework that's easy to follow. Step 1, understand before you use. Never copy AI code that you don't understand. If you can't explain what each line does, don't use it. Now, step 2, always review your context. AI doesn't know your app, your users, or your constraints. Every piece of AI code needs human review. Step 3, test everything. AI generated code needs more testing, not less. Security testing, performance testing, accessibility testing, everything. Now, step 4, document your decisions. When you modify AI code, document why. Future you will thank you for it. And here's a bonus tip. Use AI as a learning tool, not a replacement tool. Ask it to explain its solutions, ask for alternatives, use it to understand new concepts, not to avoid learning them. Now, let me show you this in action. I'm going to create a simple file sharing interface and I'll demonstrate both the wrong way and the right way to use AI. So we're basically just going to ask AI to generate a HTML code for a simple file sharing site that allows someone to upload a file and get a link to share. We're just going to enter that and then we're going to let AI just fill out all of the code that it thinks that we should use. And now the code has been written by the AI. So the wrong way to do this is to copy and paste this whole AI solution and ship it immediately, which surprisingly people do that. But I'm going to say this is how I think you should really manage it and maintain it in order to not get into dangerous territories. The right way is to get the AI solution, understand it and modify it for your own context. Add proper error handling, test edge cases, document decisions. And you know what? Another thing you can do is you can even ask the AI to go code by code. So I can say, send me this whole code in batches of, because we want to speed things up, let's say 5 lines of code, 1 at a time, and explain what the code does, and so I can review it. Now what the AI is going to do is it's then going to start sending you a batch of 5 lines of code, explain what that code is, and you can review it. Now, even though this is going to take a little bit of time, it's a lot quicker than writing the code yourself, and it allows you to not get in any dangerous waters. You can look through this code, it tells you the explanation of each code, line by line, which is great, and then you can decide for yourself if there's any mistakes. Tools like tiny.host let you drag and drop files to create shareable links instantly. And sometimes the smartest code is no code at all. You can get built-in analytics to track who's accessing your files. Also, we can upload a file. You can also see that you get password protection if you are managing sensitive content. And also you can even connect your own custom domains for a professional touch. Okay, so conclusion. Look, AI coding isn't going anywhere, and it shouldn't. It's an amazing tool, but like any powerful tool, it can hurt you if you don't use it wisely. The developers who will thrive in the AI era aren't the ones who can prompt the best, they're the ones who can understand what they're building and why. If this video helps you think differently about AI coding, give it a thumbs up, and if you want more content about building for the web safely and effectively, hit that subscribe button, it really helps us out. Now, what's your experience with AI coding tools? Have you caught any scary bugs in AI generated code? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.